in Egypt and across the Arab world, the people, the normal everyday people, are speaking out that they want change, that they want a change of scenery, a change of leadership. They want a say in their government, and so we're standing in support in the cold, in the wind, just to show that we support their actions, we support their cause.
Why do you think it's particularly important for people in the U.S. to be concerned about what's happening in Egypt?
Well, for the past 30 years, we have been endorsing the foreign government, despite the fact that Egyptians was pretending that it's democratic. And so we're endorsing them in the name of security, when really we're being hypocritical in saying that we're the leaders of the free world when we're supporting regimes that do not endorse freedom. As you know, we give them $1.3 billion a year in support so they can buy weapons. The tear gas canisters being used on the protesters were made in the USA, bought with our funding. And so we really want people to be aware and put pressure on Obama, put pressure on our government to tell Bart to step down.
What do you think about the response of the Obama administration so far?
It's been weak, but that's not unexpected. But I think it's slowly becoming more and more strong. I think they're slowly making their comments more and more towards emphasizing that there needs to be immediate change, even though they haven't specifically said for Mubarak to step down. I don't expect them to specifically say that, but I would really like them to.
Well, I think a big role was that Facebook, and I think in Egypt people were really communicating online, and they were really talking with each other about kind of putting together events. And so I think here what we can tell is that one, we need to be able to take this in a place where people will be able to see us and hear us. So I think what we need to do is take the potential in the students we have here and take it out to the city, where cars will see us as they drive by, as people walk up into their hotels, and people who are kind of at one point in support of the U.S. foreign policy can kind of visually see that there's people that are willing to stand and speak out against what's taking place over in Egypt and against the regime over there. And I think that what students can do is, one, continue to work with us to follow the historical events and how they are beginning to unfold. But I think as students, I think we need to draw a link to some of the struggles that are happening out there and some of the struggles that are happening here at home, because when we begin to kind of paint the picture, paint the actual struggle, we see that it's not far off. That the struggles that people are trying to fight over there are very similar to what some people here at home are trying to fight. And I think that here as students, what we can do as students is that we can begin to stop and think about, this is the year 2011. What are some of the struggles that are taking place right now in the year 2011? And what are some of the tactics that people have used to resist those struggles, to combat oppression? And I think we can learn a lot about the people over there. And as students, I think we can begin to see ourselves as more of a historical person, a person that not only that is maybe that we can begin to see ourselves more like I said, as a historical person that can play a role, that even though struggle is not at the forefront today, that it does not mean that it will be at the forefront one day.